Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a favorites video for you. For those of you who are new to my channel, I put out favorite videos once every 3 months. Also, it has been raining here nonstop, so if you hear something, that's probably what that is. I also have a couple of unfavorites to talk about in this video, unfortunately, but there's definitely a lot of stuff right here, so let's just get into it. The very first thing I totally forgot to talk about in my last favorite videos that has like actually changed my life is this guy right here. This is called a brush folio. I was kind of wasting a lot of time in the morning looking for the brushes that I needed, and this has really simplified my life. I can see everything. This sets up really well. You can just prop it on your makeup table, which is what I like to do. If you're ever traveling, which let's be real, I like never travel, but the times that I have, all you have to do is just fold it up and you're good to go. I mean, it's really that simple. And I think including shipping, this was $25. So this is hands down a huge favorite of mine. I can easily fit all the tools that I could ever possibly need in here. I can't say enough good things about this. I love this so much. I would definitely check out Brush Folio if you have a ton of makeup brushes and you find yourself trying to like dig for the perfect one. This has seriously like changed my life. Next thing is a body oil. This is from Aveda and it is in the scent Rosemary Mint. For just about as long as I can remember, Rosemary Mint from Aveda has been like my favorite scent of all time. So when they came out with a composition oil of that smell, I kind of freaked out. This is like the perfect smell that's ever existed to me. I'm so happy to own this. It's kind of bittersweet every time I use it because not cheap. I think this was like $28. It was kind of up there in price, but totally worth it because I love it so much. So definitely wanted to mention that. Next thing is a blush and highlighter palette from Lorac. This was something I didn't even expect myself to purchase, but it found its way into my life anyways. You get 2 different blush shades. That one and that one are matte. The rest are highlights. I've been very impressed with the quality of this as well as just the color payoff. I'm wearing Star Reader as my highlight today, and I mixed a combination of Lost Soul and Caribbean for my blush color today. I really like that Lost Soul is a dead neutral color because there are days where I just don't want to have like a pinky blush. I want something super neutral, and that has been very helpful. There is something I wanted to mention about this product that I haven't experienced with any other product really in my life, and that is whenever I'm actually physically applying this blush, it's really easy to inhale. I know that sounds weird, but like I hold my breath when I put this blush on because anytime I have just like freely been putting it on and breathed in, I can definitely feel myself like breathing in the powder on this, and that's just not good. That's not cute. That's honestly kind of concerning to me since this is a high-end brand. Moral of the story is I really like this palette. I've been getting a ton of use out of it, and I'm gonna continue to do so, clearly. Next product I have done a full video on before. This is the Hydra Primer 12-Hour Moisture 3-in-1 Moisture Primer from Hard Candy. That is quite a mouthful to say. This is $8 and I am almost done with this entire tube. I really love this. I use it every single day before I put any makeup on my skin. It does hydrate my skin really well, but it doesn't take a long time to dry down. I don't have to sit there and wait for it to like go away so I can actually put foundation on. I'm absolutely going to repurchase this. I'm really in love with it and I'm using it up to the bitter end right now. Next product I also made an entire video about. This is the Essence Mascara in Lash Princess. I really love this a lot. It was like $5. I'm totally in need of a new one right now, although I'm in that place of like denial where I'm like, no, it's still good. I can totally still use it. This just really helps to volumize and get your lashes lengthened without clumping them too much, but enough clump that I like. I'm not gonna go into too much detail since I did make a whole video about it, but Essence Lash Princess Mascara, totally worth your money. I have a face mask to talk about. I know I talked about this in my last favorites video, but I don't care because I still love it. It's still a favorite of mine for sure. This is by Global Beauty Skincare, and it is a Dead Sea Wash Off mask. As I said before, this is an amazing mask because it's not such a tough clay that it's completely stripping your skin of any moisture. It doesn't dry down like a clay mask typically does. It keeps the integrity of my skin while also kind of purifying it, so I'm definitely going to be repurchasing this once I'm out of this. Another thing to note about this mask is a little bit of this goes a long way. It spreads out very well. You don't need as much as you would normally use with a clay mask. But yeah, just in case you're wondering, still in love with this face mask, still my favorite one. Newer product to me is the e.l.f. Illuminating Eye Cream. I've been using this every single day underneath my eyes before I go in with any kind of concealer or anything like that. I will put this eye cream on, then I'll put my primer on, and then I will let it kind of work its way in for a couple of minutes, and then I start my makeup routine. I know that sounds high maintenance, but it's really not. Anytime I have used this before I've gone in with concealer, it really seems like my eyes are creasing a lot less, which is great. I have one little lone wrinkle underneath this eye. I feel like he deserves a name at this point. For some reason, Fred is popping to mind. I've really noticed this making a big difference in just keeping my makeup from not settling into Fred so fast. So I definitely love this. Also, it was $10 and you get a really fair amount of product in here. This is definitely going to last me a long time. It's really gonna last forever and ever. So for $10, that's definitely a bargain. Next favorite, I also did a whole video on. If you can't tell, I do makeup videos on YouTube, so a lot of the things I'm talking about you've probably seen before. This is the BH Cosmetics Blacklight Highlight Palette. I went ahead and depotted it and threw it into my highlighting Z palette. I've been getting a ton of use out of this palette. A little bit of this definitely goes a long way. These pans are huge. It's gonna last me a lifetime. I have to say for sure, the shade Illusion is my absolute favorite. It is Duochrome Blue Magic Dreams. It's got a violet blue shift to it, and I appreciate that. I love that color so much, but all of them are beautiful in their own way. I've definitely been loving this palette so much. And I think it is about $16 on bhcosmetics.com, so really just can't compete with that, especially if you're somebody who has been wanting to try out the Moonchild palette, but it's out of your price point. I would for sure check out the BH Cosmetics Blacklight Highlight Palette. Also a tongue twister. Why? And now, sadly, I have a couple of unfavorites to share with you guys, starting off with probably something that is no surprise if you watch my videos. These are the e.l.f. Baked Blushes. I see people using these on YouTube all the time, and they look great, but they do not look that way on my skin at all. I've heard a couple of people saying I need to like scrape these and break through the top layer to get to the good stuff, but honestly, like, why do I want to do that? Like, why do I want to buy a makeup product that I have to like condition to work? I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. They're $4. I honestly don't think they were worth $4. They don't show up on my skin hardly at all. I was really unimpressed with these. I would not waste your money on these. Like I said, if you're looking for a more affordable highlighter, I would try out BH Cosmetics because they're freaking amazing. They're incredibly pigmented. These just did not do anything for me. I really disliked these. Second disappointing product, maybe a total surprise to you. It was a total surprise to me, and that is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics highlighter in the shade So Fucking Gold. I don't know, guys. I don't know what was up with this. I read a bunch of stuff on Reddit about people having issues with highlighters specifically that they bought during the Memorial Day sale, which is when I picked this one up. A lot of people were saying they got different colors, it was not as pigmented as their other Jeffree highlighters, something just seemed off and weird. Once again, this is all speculation, but I felt the same exact way. This was definitely not as pigmented as Ice Cold was. And honestly, just for what it was, it didn't show up that gold on my skin, nor did it really show up that well on my skin. With Ice Cold, I really just have to go in once and I am bam, highlighted, lit. This didn't have that same effect at all. I found myself really digging my brush in there to get any sort of color payoff on my cheek. And I mean, maybe I'm just really lazy, but I just don't feel like I should have to be sitting there scraping a product to get it to work with me. especially when I'm a highlight connoisseur and I have so many already that work for me where I don't have to spend extra time digging into the product to really get it to pick up. I am definitely gonna continue to try and work with this. My hopes are still high, but I have to let you know, I was really disappointed by this product. And the last product I have to talk to you guys about, which was totally disappointing, is the RCMA No Color Translucent Powder. I tried so hard to make this work. Everyone complains about this container that it is in, and I totally agree, this sucks. It's like, if this was like a salt and pepper shaker, this would be fine, but like, this is for my makeup? Okay, could not be more of an impractical container. I watched a girl named Jay Kissa here on YouTube, and she said that she had put hers into a little Lush pot, and I just so happen to have one laying around, so I did the same exact thing, which I highly recommend doing. If you have a product that is just annoying to get at, it's in a weird container, that method worked really well. However, this product didn't work for me at all. I tried baking with it, I tried setting my face with it, I tried all sorts of things with it. Every single time, without fail, I came out cakey, thick, and white casted AF. That's just not really the look that I'm going for. So I definitely did not like this. I think I paid around $12 for this whole thing, which seems like a great deal, but if you hate it, it's kind of just $12 wasted. Like I said, I tried using this in many forms and fashion, and I just could not find any practical use for me for this. This definitely clearly works for other people out there, but this did not work well with me at all. I really disliked it, and this is a hands down unfavorite. That is it, you guys. I feel like that went a lot faster than I expected it to, but those are all of my favorites and unfavorites that I've been trying out for the past 3 months. Did you try out any disappointing products recently? Please let me know. I'm obsessed with knowing what didn't work for people. Thank you all so much for watching. Your support means the world to me. If you like these videos, give it a thumbs up so I know. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, I put out new videos every single Wednesday. I hope you're all having an amazing week. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to listen to me talk. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a good one. Did I already say that? I think I already said that. Whatever. I'm gonna wrap it up now because I'm rambling. Bye, guys.